Good morning, YouTube. We are back with another video. I am eight days out from the WA State Show, and it's coming quick, man. Tomorrow starts peak week. Peak week. All these things are going to happen. Your body's going to change. Not necessarily. We've been peaking all week, essentially. It's basically how the week's been looking. Is we've already more or less started loading me up. So I've been eating over 700 grams of carbs pretty much every single day the entire week. 760 grams on a training day, 700 grams on a rest day. It feels almost criminal, but the body weight is up to 118.4 kilos, and it's been the exact same the last 3 days. I've been 118.4, the exact same weight 3 days here, which is great. So really pleased to see, and yeah, the physique is looking big, much bigger and fuller. Definitely some blurring of lines, which is kind of just the price you pay as you do fill out. It's just kind of about understanding that that's just part of the filling out process. And this week, it will be all about modulating things so we can aim to maintain this level of fullness, but then start bringing out the detail by shifting around fluids, bringing food down so we do see me hold a little bit less water, and then just making assessment day to day, meal to meal, and understanding when I present my best look and replicating that on show day. Pretty simple stuff, guys. So I will be running 760 grams of carbs today, and likely from tomorrow. I will be checking in with Callum tomorrow because it'll be 7 days out, and from there, food will likely come down, and we should see body weight come down a little bit off the back of that. And then we'll also be modulating the stack as well because we have been loading with a bit of anadrol this week to really bring that fullness, and putting that in really saw the scales creep up. So that will be pulled out, and then we'll swap that in for a Anavar, which typically does have me look a little bit sharper, a little bit drier, a little bit less watery. So things like that are the adjustments we're making this week as we do aim to peak and bring my best look. So that's kind of what I've been doing this week. Training's been feeling pretty damn good, to be honest. The pumps have been great. My shoulders yesterday, which you'll see in the training video that Dante will be editing up for us for this video, my shoulders were like bursting at the seams. It feels criminal to have pumps like it's almost like a post-show level pump, just about, not quite post-show level, but close to level pumps here, just 2 weeks out from the show, which is crazy. So training's been going really well. It's been enjoyable. It's been enjoyable to be in the gym and feeling good. So we've got pull day today, which won't be in this video. You will have a push day that you'll be watching back, which was filmed about a day ago here. And I'll be slotting that in after I get my cream of rice in. So we'll pretend my cream of rice meal is my pre-workout meal for push day. Just even though the continuity of these videos, as I mentioned, have been a little bit jumbled up, but it's just the way the cookie crumbles here. So I do aim to get some training edits in with each video because honestly, guys, there's not a lot going on in my day in the life, which is essentially what today's going to be. It's a lot of just sitting behind my desk, doing my check-ins, doing my work. Work's been super busy, so I haven't really had much time for anything else. Haven't had much time for gaming, a little bit of anime when I sit down to eat. But unfortunately, the PlayStation has not been getting a lot of use lately, which makes me sad, but it is what it is. Has to be done. Got to prioritize, work. Obviously, I can't just sit on my bum and play games all day, right? Got to put food on the table. But yeah, basically these videos would be very boring without, at least in my mind, they would be. So essentially the theme of today is just a bit of a day in the life for you. 8 days out, I will show you a couple meals and what I get up to, which I have not a lot planned, to be honest. So probably just a lot of me just shooting the shit to the camera, speaking my mind, speaking my thoughts, kind of just podcast vlog style. I know a lot of people like to watch these videos when they are doing things around the house, cooking, household chores. So if you don't mind just listening to me yap about the process, well, you're in the right place. But it's just gone over 7:30 this morning. I've actually managed to sleep in a little bit. I got up at 5 o'clock instead of 4 o'clock, which was great. So I think I got close to 7 hours of sleep last night, which is awesome for me. So I'm actually feeling pretty fresh. I definitely was feeling like my body needed the extra sleep. Like My body was waking me up at 4, and once I'm up, I'm kind of like, I just want to get up. And once again this morning, I set my alarm for 5. Body woke me up at about 4:15, 4:30, but I thought, no, you know what? I feel like I can roll over and get some more sleep, and I did, and I feel so much better for it. So I will try and sleep a little bit more throughout this week, really prioritize recovery, moving through peak week and getting as much sleep as possible. So we got up at 5, didn't do any posing rounds this morning. I've been posing a lot lately. I had a posing class with Geordie yesterday and we really ran through some rounds. But overall, I'm pretty happy with my posing fitness at the moment. Granted, when you're on stage though, it's a little bit of a different ball game because obviously you're on stage, adrenaline's high. Sometimes, you might not control your breathing as well as what you might normally because you're a bit nervous. So that's just one thing to keep in mind as well. But as a whole, I am relatively pleased with my level of posing fitness right now. So I didn't hit any posing this morning. Once again, like I said, legs are feeling a little bit beat up. And Callum has also requested I get through some posing or some progress photos post-workout today after my pull day. So I will run through some rounds here after I finish training at Riderwear after my pull day, which I might put in this video as well. Once again, it's going to probably mess with the continuity of the video if I'm hitting push and then incorporating a pull day. I also don't know how I'm going to film it. I could just put in the video I do with my phone. I'm not sure how I'll do it yet. I might bring my DJI down and see if I can set it up behind my phone so I can show you guys as well. That might be the best route. We'll see. But like I was saying, I'm going to do some rounds post-workout so we can get an assessment of the physique with a pump, with some food in and some fluids rather than fasted first thing in the morning. And once again, that's, replicating what it's going to be like on stage. You're not going to be getting on stage flat first thing out of bed in the morning. You're likely going to be pumped because you're going to pump up backstage and likely going to have a little bit of food in as well. So once again, it's about getting data and then replicating that for the day of the show. So we have a controlled environment and we know exactly what kind of look we are planning on bringing. But moving onward, so yeah, didn't do any posing, did my normal vacuum practice, of course. Went for my normal, my normal daily activity, which is about a 35-minute walk. So done about 4,000 steps. So hitting my 9K target, which is actually hard. Like not hard as in hard hit 9K, hard as in the hard to not do more. Callum actually grilled me a little bit because I was still doing 10, 11,000 steps a day, but I just do it by accident, and he wants me off my feet as much as possible because an extra 2,000 steps, right, doesn't sound like a lot for most people, but I'm 118 kilos, big frame. So it actually does build up quite a lot of fatigue. So I hit my steps and then I've also knocked out a lot of my check-ins already, which is awesome. So I am hoping to have a little bit more of a stress-free day. I've got a client to onboard, which I'll do after training. And I'll also wrap up the last of these check-ins that will likely trickle through here. And then, yeah, so I'll bring you guys along. I'm just about to get stuck into making this cream of rice. So I will do that. We will show you what that looks like, even though you've seen it a million times before, but who doesn't love seeing a beautiful, immense bowl of chocolatey goodness? And then we'll be heading over to the gym. Maybe a car chat in the gym if I think about anything to speak on. I'm not sure what I'm going to opt for a caffeinated beverage today. I don't have any in the fridge, but I might pop over to this servo and pick myself up a Monster. White or pink? I think I'm craving a Rosa. I think I'm craving a pink Monster today. They're probably 2 for $8, so I'll get one of each. But pink might be the go. I don't know. We'll find out. So I'll catch you guys in the next clip. I'm going to get stuck into making my cream of rice because I'm getting hungry for it. And yeah, we'll catch up then. All right, so we got the cream of rice in the microwave cooking up at the moment. You know how it goes. We went through the recipe last week. I also thought I'd show you guys this quickly as well. So this is kind of like my little digestion concoction I've got here. So essentially what I do is I use 10 grams of lemon juice and then 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And you want to make sure you're getting apple cider vinegar with the mother in it as well. That's just going to be the best quality one. But essentially, just have this every single morning. I will literally just shot it down. Tastes absolutely terrible, as you would expect. But this is really, really good at just priming your gut and your digestion for a day of eating. So definitely something I recommend you getting in. It's really cheap and inexpensive as well. We've also got Samantha's tea brewing in the Luigi mug. The reason we have selected the Luigi mug is because it is the biggest of all of our mugs, and Samantha loves tea, so the bigger the mug, the happier the girlfriend. True?
You kicked me out the kitchen, so maybe.
She's cranky because I kicked her out of the kitchen this morning, but I said I have priority because I got to get to the gym. Anyway, let's shut this down. It's funny, in the off season, that tastes really bad, but in prep, it's actually not that bad. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get back to work on brewing up this cream of rice. Cream of rice is ready to go. Now, in a bit of a pickle here, my favorite anime that I've been watching, To Be Hero X, I'm officially up to date on. So now I think they're coming out weekly, and I think there's only like 2 episodes, and then the season is done, and I'm probably going to have to wait 2 years until the next season, which is heartbreaking. So I have to find a new anime to watch during cream of rice time. But before I get to that, I'm going to ruffle some feathers here. This is probably going to upset all of the solo leveling fanboys out there, but To Be Hero X, in my opinion, is the best anime of 2025 so far. I said it. And if you haven't watched it yet, watch it. It is, I think it's better than Solo Leveling Season 2. Yeah, I truly believe that. So I don't doubt that I'm going to get a couple DMs disagreeing with me. But those people who disagree with me probably haven't even seen it. So go watch it first and then come disagree with me. Anyway, so we'll give you guys a little bit of a look. Obviously, you are familiar with this bowl of chocolatey goodness. We've also got the health sups, okay, and there's also some other sups in there that wouldn't be considered healthy. And then the anime I'm choosing to watch here, we are going for Dororo. I've heard good things, so we're going to start this one, episode 1, because I haven't got anything else to watch right now, so we'll see how we go. Everything else I'm watching is coming out weekly, like Kaiju number 8, Cleavitus, To Be Hero X, Gacha Kunta, whatever that garbage one is, and I think one other. So yeah, I haven't got anything to watch. It's a very sad time. So we're going to give this one a go. It's been recommended to me. I'll get back to you guys and let you know my thoughts. But obviously, just for the vlog, we will get a clip of the very first bite of cream of rice. Now it's very hot because I zap it in the microwave a lot so it gets nice and cakey, but the trick is, like a bowl of soup, you take it from the side. Because if you take it from the middle, it's very hot. Damn, that's good. Would you like a bit, Samantha?
You would never.
I would never. No one touches my prep food. Why does that hit so good every day? I'm delusional, according to Samantha. Hey, if you guys are lucky, Samantha might be in the vlog later. We'll see. She's very busy today. She's got to get her nails done. Did we decide on a colour?
Blue.
You're going to go for the blue? Really? Yeah. You're taking my advice. I feel honoured. And then, yeah, she's a busy girl, but I'll see if I can... She's got training. I don't know. She's doing other shit. But I'll try to get her on the vlog for you guys because I know that, you enjoy seeing her face and her insights into what I'm really like, which I would say I'm about the same. You're pissing me off. All right, I'm going to eat my food and watch my anime. Catch you guys in the next clip.
Waiting, started wasting my time just waiting. In the car parked outside of the station, but came with 2 youths older than me.
You don't need to take too much off here. And I'm not training all out to failure, probably like 1 rep in reserve, so.
Did you ever hear the story about Leon? I said Leon, they said Leon. He was from the flats where the jack kids be on. Before the cats there had the crack to feed on. They say on the street he a phenom. When he speeds on, it's phenomenal. We can change off a name like a hitman and we'll hitman if you don't have the same reason to call.
Didn't feel easy.
Oh, what a big misfortune if man ceases to breathe anymore. Yeah. Back on the man with teeth in the drawer. If you ask him, he'll call it his calling. Course is the one that's receiving a call. For price in your head in the morning, call money up like there's peas on the wall. When the payment is set, just need a name and address. A couple pictures never hurt, man. Wanna be certain he aiming correct. The scar in his arm and the nape of the neck, and a big one going along the torso from when the boys try to stake him in West. That Alaska repaid them flesh.
The only places I fucking go to is the gym and home and the grocery store. So why wouldn't I want to dress nice at the gym? This is only my form of socializing. So the reality is the only clothes I buy are for the gym. In actual fact, when Sam and I like going out for an event, which is rare, I'm like, what do I wear? I've only got hoodies and gym attire, you know? So.
Feds on a mission to catch man slipping by time they sniffing a long man's goals. Bro, who'd you suppose I could go to and talk about a small little problem? My problem's on Princess Road by the junction. My hunches he holds, so don't hold any punches. Oh what? Oh where? Man flang on the all black airs. Take out a man in his band or end up rapping up all that's there. Did you ever hear the story about Leon? I said Leon, they said Leon. He was from the flats that the jack kids be on. Before the cats there had they cracked a fiend on. They say on the street he a fiend on. When his fees done, it's phenomenal. We could change off a name like a hitman and we'll hitman if it's reasonable. He come back one evening and even get round to put keys in the door. The ding off the lift when it came to the fifth and the shiver the kid ain't feeling before. What, did they finally find my location? Okay then, man's waiting. Then when he gradually opened the door, heard a voice.
I think next set, I'll get my shirt off. I think it's gonna look crazy. I like all the striations through my pecs right now.
Wasn't playing and laden with one. When the Fed tried radioing, man ran for the first window that was open. He couldn't survive that for. You joking? But when he looked out, there was nobody posting. Did you ever hear the story about Leon? I said Leon, they said Leon. He was from the flats that the jack kids be on. Before they catch there had they cracked a fiend on. They say on the street he a fiend on. When his fees done, it's phenomenal. We could change off a name like a hitman and we'll hitman if it's reasonable.
Okay, you can't.
Done, boy. Push day. 1.5 weeks out. That's a wrap.
Right guys, we're just about to pull up at Right Away Malaga for pull day. Now, after this clip, we will be rolling the push day filmed on Wednesday with Dante. Now, I haven't actually seen the edit yet. I believe he's in the process of putting that one together as we speak. So that'll be ready for you guys to watch. So do enjoy push day from Wednesday. The pump was immense, I have to admit. So, that hit pull day. We went ahead and got in that cream of rice, which was just immaculate. Now, I will say, burnt my tongue. Always tend to do that. Fun fact though, the tongue is the fastest healing body part, or the fastest healing muscle in your body, or just the fastest healing thing in your body, we'll say. I think that's in large part because there's just constant moisture there. So, burn your tongue, but probably be good tomorrow, and then I'll burn it again. So, happy days. It's also one of those things where I wonder if it adapts. You know how some people can just really handle shit that's really hot? Not like spicy, but like heat hot. Obviously spice is something to consider as well, but I wonder if there is like an adaptation there if you just keep on eating and drinking stuff that's super duper hot if you get used to it. Same with spicy food. I feel like you can get a little bit used to spicy food, but I don't know. I would say so, yeah, because I used to have a terrible tolerance for spicy food, and now like I can put down jalapenos and stuff, no worries. So I would say you can get a bit of a tolerance to spicy food. Anyway, off on a tangent. I just pulled up a Right Away. So we're about to get in this big pull day. This will probably be like the last session. I've got legs tomorrow, which I'll definitely push a little bit here. But this will be my last pull day where we're really sort of ramping things up and obviously training pretty hard. Obviously next week begins sort of peak week once again. You know, everyone goes on about peak week this, peak week that, when it's really nothing too special. But training definitely changes in that, like, the effort level will come down. The goal won't be going into the gym and trying to train super crazy hard and cause heaps of muscle breakdown and fatigue and inflammation. It'll definitely be just getting in there, getting a pump, going through the motions a little bit, getting some stimulation there, making sure we're doing enough, and then getting out, you know. So this will be our last like proper good hard pull day, and then I got legs tomorrow, which will be similar sort of setup as today. We'll still train pretty hard, obviously not full-blown off-season type of training, but hard for prep. And yeah, so looking forward to it. Should be a pretty good session. I do enjoy this pull day, to be fair. I've made a couple of adjustments to the program just as I see fit, because I'm sure Callum doesn't mind if I do that, given that I'm quite experienced and I know what works well for my body. So I'm pretty excited to give those different exercises I changed up last week again another run this week. For example, the single arm cable row I've been doing with like an incline bench now, and pulling from a bit of a lower angle. It feels really good, so keen to get in there and get stuck into it. But as for that, guys, after the gym, I'll catch up with you guys then. Got a couple more check-ins coming through, 4 or 5 I think maybe. I did most of them this morning nice and early, which is good, so we'll get those done. I do want to try and get this client onboard done as well, and hopefully we have a little bit of time just to chill out today. And then I do have some plans for tonight, so I'll give you guys a rundown on what I'm getting up to tonight after the gym. So we'll roll this push day edit. Do enjoy. I'm excited to watch it. I haven't even seen it yet, so we'll enjoy it together. I'll catch up with you guys in the next clip, which will probably be after the gym. We'll get in the post-workout, which I'm keen for. Probably one of my favorite meals. They're all my favorite meals of the day. Who am I kidding? Haven't even had my eggs and egg whites today. I'm gassed about that. I'm keen to have those later. Anyway, enough about food. I'm going to go train, and I'll speak to you guys after the gym. Right, guys, back from the gym. It was a stupendous day. Really felt good today. Wasn't too motivated going into the session, if I'm honest. It was definitely one of those sessions, or, you know, pre-workouts where I was kind of like sitting in the car just like, I can't really be bothered today, even with all the food and stuff like that, you know. You think motivation would be high, but it's just like being part of that low body fat realm. Motivation isn't always there, but nonetheless, we got in, and once I started moving my body and getting into the session, it really was a enjoyable one. The pump was excellent as well. Did some post-workout posing. I haven't really had a chance to properly review that footage yet. I plan on doing that soon, but was in a bit of a rush to just get to Coles to pick up a few bits and pieces for my post-workout and then my meals for the rest of the day. And then obviously I wanted to get home and eat and get stuck into some work so I can finish off these check-ins, because I just can't relax until all the work is done for the day. But the post-workout meal is ready. I've also taken the liberty of prepping my rice for the rest of the day. So this is what we're working with here. We have got some pineapple, 150 grams, 125 grams of chicken, 110 grams of raw weight rice, 100 grams of cucumber, 100 grams of cucumber, I think I said that, 25 grams of carrot, 50 grams of kimchi, and then I also have 25 ml of low salt soy sauce, and then I'll be adding my own salt here, which I need to do still. And then I've also prepped my rice for my next 2 meals. So I got a chicken and rice meal, and then I also have my rice ready for my beef and rice meal as well. So we are on track, guys. I've got my bowl out ready to make my cream of rice for my final meal of the day. So this is what it means. You want to be prepared, have everything ready so you can be low stress, and once all the food is ready, I can just relax for the rest of the day. I also have in this meal, it's spilt a little bit. That's all right. What's that? 5 rice cakes, 40 grams of rice cakes, 30 grams of some strawberry jam, and 10 grams of honey. And you better believe I will be licking the plate, because that is not going to waste. So I've been enjoying some rice cakes. Normally I'd have a bit more rice with this meal in an LCM, but I bought some rice cakes yesterday because I was just craving them, weirdly enough, and I wanted to get through them. So I just changed my meal plan today to have a little bit less rice, remove the LCM, and added in the rice cakes. I'm not gonna lie though, when I ate 5 rice cakes yesterday, my jaw was killing me from chewing on them. I had like lockjaw after. So we're gonna get this meal in. I'm gonna watch another episode of anime whilst I am consuming it. I'm also going to try and pour this sauce over the meal whilst I'm talking to you guys, and not do too much. Oh, we're on the money. Perfect. Love it, love it. Soy sauce, pineapple, chicken. Great meal, guys, great meal. Sometimes I fry the pineapple up on the pan, but at the moment, I've just been using fresh pineapple, and then I like chop it all up, and I'll put it in a Tupperware container. So this is all pineapple here. So normally it's full, but I'll just buy like a full pineapple, and then I'll chop it all up at once, chuck it in the Tupperware container. Once again, ready to go for the week ahead, or for the few days that I get out of it. So I'm gonna house this meal, and then we're gonna knock out the rest of my work for the day. And depending on the time, we might have a little bit of downtime planned here in the afternoon. Obviously there'll be plenty of meal prepping still to come. And then I'll also give you guys an update on what I got planned for tonight. I also hope you enjoyed the edit. Dante's just sent that through to me. Once again, I haven't had a chance to watch it back yet. I'm going to do that after this as well. But I do hope you enjoyed the push day edit. I'm not sure what music choice we went for. I think we went for a bit of grime. So a bit of a different vibe. I hope it doesn't get copyright striked. That would be annoying. Anyway, let's get stuck into this meal, guys. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. So this is what we're working with here. This is the post-workout setup. I have been trying to get my feet up a little bit more here, moving into peak week and just spending a little bit more time relaxing on the couch whilst I eat, rather than just being go, go, go all the time, and trying to avoid eating at my desk as much as possible. So this is what we're working with. We've got the meal all set up here. Hold on. Meal all set up. Feet on the couch. And then we have got the anime on the screen here. Amazon Prime, actually, for Dororo, it's called. And the thing with Amazon Prime is, these motherfuckers, they make you pay for it, and they run ads. Mate, what does the world come to? Running ads on a paid service. Crazy times, crazy times. But we'll get the first bite in here. I always try to get a little bit of pineapple, a little bit of rice, a little bit of chicken for that first mouthful. Bit of sweet and salty. I don't know if that's going to focus. Oh, look at that. Steaming. Steaming. Pineapple's just a delight, honestly. Not only is it excellent for you, but just that sweetness with the saltiness of the rice, the saltiness of the rice. The rice isn't salty, but the soy sauce and the pink salt and the chicken. Love it, love it. I was eating so much pineapple in Bali because it was so cheap that it was almost like burning my mouth. You know, you can, like, from the acidity of it. I remember, literally I was like having like little burns in my mouth from all of the acidity of the pineapple. But I have since cut back on my pineapple consumption. Nevertheless, I'm going to sit back, relax, enjoy my meal, dive into some work, and then I'll probably catch up with you guys in the next clip. Right, guys, I've been a very busy man this afternoon, to say the least. I have eaten my post-workout meal. I have gotten back to all of my client check-ins for the day. It is now just ticked over 4 p.m, so making good time here. And then it was straight to meal prep because we are going to go to the cinema tonight. Samantha and I are going to go and catch the new Conjuring movie, the final in the Conjuring series, I believe, which is very exciting. Fun fact, I have this habit and tendency when series like this come out to watch every single one of them in the lead up to going and watching the new one. And a lot of the times, because Samantha is my cinema buddy for the most part, I have a few other people that I do like taking along with me. But I think the last one that came out, I actually can't even remember which one that was. There's so many in the Conjuring universe, but I forced Sam to watch every single one in chronological order in the lead up to it. We didn't do it this year because I don't have the attention span to sit through that many Conjuring movies, but I'm pretty up to date with what's going on. But let me know if anyone else does that. If like a new movie's coming out that's in some sort of series and you go back and rewatch them all in preparation. But we're going to go catch the new Conjuring, and I'm actually really excited about it because it's a series that I've been watching for a very long time, or a cinematic universe that I've been following for a long time. So I'm excited to see how they wrap up Ed and Lorraine Warren's story. So in preparation for that, we obviously need to make sure that we're bringing our meals. So I went ahead and prepped Samantha's dinner and my dinner so we can bring it along. And yes, guys, I can bring my food into the cinema. I'm that guy. I don't give a shit. And in saying that, like, my meal probably smells a little bit to the person sitting next to me. I'm not going to lie, right? Like, I'll show you what I'm eating in a moment. But man, I've been to the cinema recently and people are bringing in like KFC and Nando's and Subway stinks. I can't stand the smell of Subway personally. I don't know if that's a hot take, but I think it just smells rank. So it can't be worse than that, in my opinion. And to be honest, I don't really give a shit. Anyway, so I've gone ahead and prepped all the food for us tonight, and I've also prepped my final meal, which is cream of rice, which I have when I get home. So we have got, for my dinner, we have got here 110 grams of jasmine rice, 150 grams of beef mince, which I get from the local butcher. Tastes so much better than Coles and Woolies. And that's another thing, guys. Like, Coles and Woolies extra lean beef mince sucks. It sucks. once Sam and I made the switch to the Korean butcher, we are not going back. It's like not even that much more expensive. I think it's maybe $11 per 500 grams and maybe 12. And Coles is like $10.50. So it's a small price to pay for way better quality and tasting meat. So we've got that there in mind. I also have 75 grams of zucchini and 75 grams of mushroom with 25 grams of carrot. And then Samantha's, she's got 200 grams of potato, she's got 100 grams of beef, and then some zucchini, capsicum, red onion. And I've actually scrambled the egg that she normally has through that, and then she'll have a bit of avocado. And we'll whack some barbecue sauce over those meals as well, which is obviously tracked, because even though the sugar-free barbecue sauce from Coles and Woolies is sugar-free, it contains calories. Another tip for you guys as well, the Master Foods sugar-free barbecue sauce is actually got a lot of sugar and calories in it. So I recommend you get just the Coles brand, because this has per 20 mil, 5 grams of carbs. The other one, it's maybe 8 to 10 from memory. But yeah, 5 grams of carbs per 20 mil. I do 20 mil, so I actually weigh that out and track it, because that's 5 grams of carbs. That adds up over the week, guys. And I'm a little bit anal with stuff, especially in prep. In the off season, I just douse it. Doesn't matter. And then afterwards, we prepped my cream of rice. So I'll have this when I get home. That's 100 grams of cream of rice with 30 grams of whey protein isolate, or 25 grams of protein from a whey protein isolate. I'm just about to add my blueberries and strawberries to that, mix it through, whack it in the fridge, and then I will have that when I get home with some Crispex cereal on top, and that will round out my full day of eating here. But I'm probably going to wrap the video there, because I feel exhausted after doing all that cooking. And I think I got a client on board, but I don't know if I can be bothered. I don't know if I have the brain power to do that right now. That might be a job for tomorrow morning when I'm feeling a little bit more alert. It might be time just to chill on the couch till it's time to go watch a movie. So I'm going to wrap the video there, guys. With that, I can't be bothered doing that. I did review the footage from my posing at Riderwear. Pretty happy with the look right now. We were holding a little bit of fluid through the midsection. Very common for me post-workout. I do tend to have a little bit of a blurry midsection, as in it's just where I tend to hold water. So my abs just weren't as crisp. But man, I'm so much bigger and fuller. Really quite pleased with the level of fullness from loading up all week. And next week's peaking process is actually just going to look like modulating and refining that look, trying to find that perfect balance of where I look both crisp and dry, but also maintaining some good quality fullness, because that's definitely something I need. It's primarily through the legs and the lats as well. So we have some semblance of shape here and some semblance of an X-frame. But yeah, I was actually fairly pleased with the look post-workout today with the pump. I did post some photos on my Instagram stories, which some of you guys may have seen. So with that, guys, though, we're going to wrap that video there. Definitely going to be coming at you with a few more before we hit show day. And then I definitely do want to try and film as much as possible in the lead up to the show, tanning, all that other good stuff. So I will be dragging Samantha along, and she will likely be behind the camera. So I do apologize in advance if the camera skills aren't what they usually are, because, I'm just so good at hitting all of them angles. But with that, guys, if you've made it this far, thank you. I do hope you've enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on post notifications. That is always so appreciated. I have over 300 subs right now, which is pretty cool, to be fair. I never really thought people would take that much interest in this YouTube series. So I'm enjoying putting it out. I'm also excited that, hey, I'm going to watch this back sometime in the next few years. Maybe when I'm prepping next, I'll watch some of these videos back and reminisce. So I do hope you guys are enjoying the content. I'll endeavor to keep it coming as always. But I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.